Hey everybody, this is my 10 best Elimination Chamber matches that I've liked. So at number 10, Triple H versus JBL versus Zumaga versus Chris Jericho versus Shawn Michaels versus Jeff Hardy. This Elimination Chamber match was good. I enjoyed watching it. And Triple H did end up winning this match and getting a shot for the title at WrestleMania. At number 9, John Cena versus CM Punk versus John Morrison versus Sheamus versus Randy Orton versus R-Truth. This also was a great Elimination Chamber match, and it was great. At number 8, Diane Bryant versus Cesaro versus Jey Uso versus Kevin Owens versus King Corbin versus Sami Zayn. This Elimination Chamber match was good, and Daniel Bryan did end up getting a title shot that night. At number 7, Edge versus Rey Mysterio versus Kane versus Drew McIntyre versus Big Show versus Ray Barrett. This was a good match as well. Good competitors, and Edge outlasted his 5 opponents and won his second Elimination Chamber match in his career. At number 6, Triple H versus The Undertaker versus Jeff Hardy versus Big Show versus Vladimir Kozlov versus Edge. This was also a great Elimination Chamber match. This match had one of the best final twos in history. In the end, the game defeated the Deadman to win his 4th Elimination Chamber of his career. At number 5, Edge versus Rey Mysterio versus Chris Jericho versus John Cena versus Mike Knox versus Kane. This also was a great Elimination Chamber. I enjoyed it. At number 4, Triple H versus Randy Orton versus Batista versus Chris Jericho versus Chris Benoit versus Edge. This chamber was also good. It was a great match. But finally, Triple H eliminated Randy Orton to become the World Heavyweight Champion. At number 3, Shawn Michaels versus Triple H versus Chris Jericho versus Kane versus Booker T versus Rob Van Damme. This also was a great Elimination Chamber match. I enjoyed it. At number 2, Bray Wyatt versus AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose versus The Miz versus Baron Corbin versus John Cena. This Elimination Chamber match was great. It had great competitors. He had Bray Wyatt in it, and he had AJ Styles in it. But Bray Wyatt did steal the show by eliminating John Cena and AJ Styles to win the Elimination Chamber and to obtain the WWE Championship for the first time in his career. At number 1, Diane Bryant versus AJ Styles versus Randy Orton versus Samoa Joe versus Kofi Kingston versus Jeff Hardy. This Elimination Chamber match was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was the 2019 Elimination Chamber, and at that chamber, Dan Bryan had to defend the WWE title inside it. And Bryan beat the odds with a masterful performance of more than 36 minutes and managed to win the match and retain the belt. And this has been top 10 Elimination Chamber matches that I've liked. If you're new here, please hit the like button and hit the bell for notifications. Bye.